Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah ve eşhedü enne Muhammeden abdühü ve resulühü. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I also testify that Muhammad is his servant and messenger. Congratulations. Welcome to Islam. There are 5 pillars of Islam. The first of these is Kelime-i Shada. It constitutes the basis of the true religion. The first thing a person who wants to convert to Islam should do is sincerely internalize and say the Kelime-i Shada. People believe in Allah with their minds and hearts, and they openly declare it as well. The purpose of Kelime-i Shada is to accept Allah's majesty and unity. Besides that, it is to confirm the prophethood of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, who established Allah's relations with people. Testimony means to know and report as if you had seen it. It means to witness, to testify, to be certain, to accept. Alright everybody, would you like to have a clean and very comfortable house with a beautiful garden, all kinds of flowers, trees, and a swimming pool in it? You do not need to work and save money for years to have it or expect anything from your parents. You may not believe it, but this house is actually free for you. You have been given a key and all you have to do is open the door and enter. That's it. Islam converts the world to an unbelievably beautiful house with a huge garden. Kelime-i Shada is the key to enter this magnificent house. Who would not want to live in a house like that? After saying Kelime-i Shada, our duty is to enjoy this house. Our good morals and worship will keep the house immaculate and will take care of it. Our neglected acts of worship and un-Islamic actions will turn our house into a neglected place. If we do not live like a Muslim, even though we say the Kelime-i Shada, the flowers and trees in our garden will wither. Our house will be filled with spider webs due to our neglect and will be rotten. What can be done with an old and dirty house? The Prophet says the following: Allah Almighty says, I have prepared some blessings for my righteous servants, which are not seen by any eyes, not heard by any ear, and no human heart recall them, and therefore gives glad tidings to those who believe. The reward for taking care of our spiritual home in this world and keeping it clean will be given by Allah. Anyone who sees the sunrise is a witness to the sunrise. Anyone who sees a traffic accident is a witness to that accident. No one can deny what they saw. In the same way, human beings should also testify to the faith that arose in their hearts and minds. There is no God but Allah, and Prophet Muhammad is his servant and messenger. Whoever avoids or denies witnessing is only deceiving himself. So, is it enough for us to believe in the existence of Allah from our hearts after we have believed? Abu Talib, uncle of the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, was extremely brave in protecting the Prophet and the Muslims. He always left the offers of the Prophet to accept Islam unanswered, unfortunately. Even before his death, the Prophet asked him to say Kelime-i Shada, at least in his last breath, to receive intercession. Abu Talib, on the other hand, stated that the polytheists could make fun of him by claiming that he was a Muslim because of the fear of death. He refused the Prophet's offer by stating that he did not want to be humiliated against them. The Prophet knew that his uncle could not be saved just because of his helpful actions thus far, and insisted that he say Kelime-i Shada. When we say La ilahe illallah, we remember Allah with all his beautiful names and attributes, and we express all the meanings with a name. We say that the only God is Allah. He is Allah who provides sustenance, heals and keeps people alive. Allah is the Creator, the All-Powerful. He is Allah whose existence is open, without beginning, without end, and without need. Allah who brings everything out of nothingness, witnesses everything and accepts prayers. Allah is very generous, just, and knows everything. When we say Allah, we are actually talking about Him with His thousands of attributes. When we sincerely say the Kelime-i Shada, we accept that the Prophet is both a servant and a messenger of Allah. We may think of the testimony as a contract that we read, understand, and sign. I have read and understood the golden ratio of the earth. I have read and understood the miraculous systems of the human body. I have read and understood that the strawberry, the banana, and the tangerine and all the fruits are a marvelous miracle of creation. I have read and understood how the sun and the moon are a beautiful gift for our life, the stars shining like lamps into the sky. I have read and understood that hanging them there is a visual beauty for us, because all these mentioned things are created by Allah. There is no partner and no equal to Him. Who are the first Muslims to accept the Prophet's invitation to testimony? Noble Khadija, Ali, Abu Bakr, Uthman are the first Muslims who said the Kelime-i Shada. In regards to the faith of Abu Bakr, we can have a look at the Prophet's hadith. He said, if Abu Bakr's faith is balanced compared with the faith of all people, Abu Bakr's faith will be heavier. To understand Khadija's faith, we may notice how she spent all her wealth to spread Islam. For the faith of Ali, we may notice he risked his life when people were trying to assassinate the Prophet. And finally, we may notice Uthman's morality. All these lives gained meaning with saying Kelime-i Shada and have been an example to people for centuries. The seed of the religion of Islam is Kelime-i Shada. The seed completes our faith in two ways. First, we believe in Allah and unite Him. We say that Allah is the only power worthy of worship. In the second step, we acknowledge the prophethood of Muhammad as the messenger of Allah and the last prophet. By feeding and taking care of this seed, we become a valuable member of the Islamic Ummah. We believe in our hearts and proudly say that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is His servant and messenger.